Hey everybody, it's Jackie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have the third part of my way too long video. This is my Ulta eyeshadow palettes haul. I've been looking at eyeshadow palettes for a while and the Christmas sets and trying to decide what to get. And so these are the eyeshadow palettes that I picked up over at Ulta. Okay. The first one that I got, I wasn't even looking for. It's just something I saw in the store, and I just thought it was so beautiful. And it is the Morphe 39S, and it is called Such a Gem Artistry Palette. And this is for people who like pinks and purples. It is so pretty. It was just... And I didn't buy it right away because I'm not crazy about Morphe. It's okay, you know, but you get what you pay for, and they're not the best quality. They're average, but I just thought it was so pretty. I did go back and get it. And so, of course, it's just the regular Morphe black palette. But inside, it is all, you've got your shade names on your plastic. It is just purple and pink heaven. I mean, this is the perfect Christmas gift for the young lady on your list who likes purples and pinks. And I just love it. So I talked myself out of the Anastasia Norvina Pro Pigment Volume 1 palette with the purples. And instead I've got this Morphe palette, which I think was $30 or $35. And then I was able to use a $3.50 coupon. So, and it's just so pretty. I haven't used it yet, but you've got matte purples, matte pinks, you've got shimmers, you've got a copper glitter, you've got a few other, those look like, wow, they look like they could be eyeshadows, blushes, or highlighters, whatever you want them to be. But this is just the prettiest Morphe palette I've ever seen. I mean, it's called Such a Gem. And I just think this would be the perfect Christmas present for anybody who's into pink and purple. Might not be the best quality, but the thing about Morphe that's nice is that because you can't really mess it up. I mean, you have to build it up. So you start out light, and you know, it's not going to be like pigment bam and you made a mistake. It's you build them up to your desired intensity, so you might have to go over the shade, you know, 3 or 4 times to get what you want, but it is so pretty, and for you know, people who are just starting out with makeup, I think Morphe is a really good brand for that because you're not going to overdo it. Okay, so that is the Such a Gem palette, and I was very happy to find that. So highly recommend that for the purple and pink lover in your life. And I got that over at my local Ulta store. Okay, next. Let's just go in with the other Morphe palette. Now, this is a baby one, kind of the same thing. This is a 9-pan, and this one's a pink palette. It's called, it's 9J Just a Crush, and this was, I think, $12? Yeah, it was $12, or I think that's right, $16 at the most. It wasn't very much. But anyways, this is a mini 9-pan little Morphe palette. It'd be good for travel. And this is for the pink. Again, this is like a mini version of the Artistry that I just showed you. Again, you got your sleeve that tells you the colors. But it's all pink and purple goodness. And this is just a perfect little travel palette. And if you like pinks and purple, this is what I wished the Viseart Liaison was. It's what I wished the Bobbi Brown purple palette was. It's what I wished the original Norvina palette was. These are the pinks and purples that I wanted. Now these are mostly pinks. There's not as much purples. It is mostly pink, but it's what I've got on my eyes today. And I did really have to build it up like 3 or 4 times, but it's pretty. It's more pink than purple. So get the bigger palette, but I just thought both of them were just so pretty. I had to get it. They're just really nice. So Next, I bought, and this palette I looked at several times. Now this is the BH Cosmetics Summer in Saint-Tropez palette. Now this is on clearance. Well, no, it's not on clearance. It's on sale for $9.60 or $9.20. It's 40% off until October 5th. And I bought BH palettes before. A lot of the baked ones, wasn't too crazy about them. But because this one was so inexpensive, I just really like the colors. It's kind of like a rainbow palette, but it's got some nice pinks, purples, yellows, blues. Just a really good travel size palette. And I thought, well, you know what? For 10 bucks, I want to try it. And I have to say, I absolutely love this palette. This is the first cheap palette that I actually love. And I love it so much that I went and bought a backup. So I do have a second one of these. I went in there yesterday and bought another one. But I made a look with the pinks and the shimmers and the purples. It's just beautiful. It's stunning. Even though these are more summer colors, and you know we're heading into fall, so not so much. I absolutely adore this palette, and the pigment was there. It was crazy. It's pigmented, it's beautiful, it's on sale, and I love it. So I highly recommend, because I really don't like inexpensive eyeshadow that much because it's usually a disappointment. But this BH Cosmetics Summer in Saint-Tropez is a definite winner, and I love it. And even if I don't wear these colors very much until summer, I'll be wearing it next summer. And so I like this palette so much that I got her sister palette, Beautiful in Barcelona. So this palette, well, actually all BH palettes are 40% off at Ulta until October 5th. And so they have got a lot of pretty palettes. And this one, Beautiful in Barcelona, is a darker palette. This is more suitable for the fall that we're going into. It's got some beautiful berries and blues, and I just thought this was so pretty and more in line with fall because it's darker. And I haven't tried it yet, but if the quality is like the Summer in Saint-Tropez, this is going to be another winner. But $9.60. I mean, it's kind of like, I like this better than a ColourPop palette. I like the square pans. I don't like the palettes with the tiny little round circles, which actually they have palettes like that too. They're is it the Alicia palette? It's got some pretty greens in it, some lime greens. I was kind of attracted to it, but I went with this one instead because we're heading into fall. So anyways, Beautiful in Barcelona. Haven't tried it, but if it's anything like Summer in Saint-Tropez, it is a winner. Next, I just wanted to show you a couple palettes that are no longer available. And the reason I'm doing it is because they have got to be coming out with something for Christmas. And this is a brand that I've never bought from before, but the palettes were so pretty, and when I bought them, they were on sale. And I thought I'd try them, and I'm just blown away by these palettes. And they are the LA Girl Haute Heat. They had two palettes that came out this past summer. I never heard a word about them. I was just in Ulta one day just looking around, and I came across these, and they were on sale, and I snapped them both up. They were both released this summer. Maybe you can get them on the LA Girl website. I don't know. But LA Girl brand is just not anything that I've ever been interested in. But I bought, this is a very nice, heavy palette. It's got a beautiful mirror in it. Your plastic sheet with the names. Look at this palette. This is the Aloha Vibes palette, and it is spectacularly beautiful. It performs very well. The pigment is there, and I've never seen a palette like this from LA Girl. I don't know what's going on, but this palette is amazing. I love it, and I couldn't find it again, anywhere. It's got the blues, teals, purple. It's got the extra large pans. It's got the mattes. It's got transition shades. It's got a brow bone. It's got a light. It's got a dark. It's everything you need in a palette. It's spectacularly beautiful. And I don't know if they're going to make it again, but the LA Girl website, you can check it out. And that is the Aloha Vibes. Let me double check. 16 color eyeshadow palette. Hout Heat. Yes, Aloha Vibes. Okay, down there, that's Aloha Vibes palette. All right, I thought that's what it was. Okay, so they came out with its sister palette, and this is called Vacay Everyday. And the Vacay Everyday palette, much like the Aloha Vibes, what does this look like to you? Do y'all recognize the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette? That's what it looks like to me. It is spectacularly beautiful. Another large eyeshadow palette. It's 35 grams total. 16 colors. And it's just the oranges, the plums, the berries, the peaches, and the neutrals. It looks like Desert Dusk to me. And this is called Vacay Everyday. So now what I'm doing is every time, now I was just walking, that's why I like to go into Ulta sometimes, because you find stuff that isn't on the website, and vice versa. You know, you go to the website because you can get the gifts with purchase that you can't get in store. Although they just introduced the shop online, pick up in store. So, but you know, the samples and all that that's an online. You know, get you to buy online. But then if you just shop online, you go in the store, and it's like the Urban Decay pencils. When I was looking at the Urban Decay pencils that were $22 on sale for $11 on the last day of the Ulta Beauty sale. Well, online they just had the old shades. But when I went in the store, you could get the new shades for $11 as well. So there's always a reason to go in the store over than buying online, because there's going to be things in the store that aren't online, and then there's going to be things online like the samples that aren't in the store. So anyways, I am keeping my eye on LA Girl. I went and looked at their display yesterday. There's nothing new, just the old palettes. What's going on? I don't know, but I'm looking for this brand to come out with something for Christmas, and I don't know what it is, but if it's eyeshadow, I am in. I've never bought anything from LA Girl before. I've never been interested in the brand before, but I picked up both of these heavyweight palettes. They've got nice mirrors. They're spectacular. I think maybe I paid 15 bucks a piece for these. They were cheap, I remember that. But anyways, keep an eye on LA Girl. Something's going on. I don't know what, but it's all good. And I absolutely am thrilled that I have these palettes, because I know they're hard to get. Maybe they'll restock them on the website. I don't know. Okay, so next, oh yeah, if y'all were wondering what I'm wearing on my nails, this is a Sally Hansen Color Therapy polish. Maybe it's been discontinued. I don't know. It's brown, but it's got a red. Can you see that red kind of undertone to it? But I got it over at TJ Maxx for $2.99, so it's probably a discontinued color. It's called Falling Deep. But I just thought it was so pretty for fall. It looks more like just chocolate brown on my nails. But anyways, I thought I'd check it out. It's just got 2 coats, dried pretty quick. On my lips, I'm wearing the MAC Metallic Rose. I like some MAC. These are their retro lipsticks, if I remember. They're retro liquid lips. Yeah. Anyways, looks like shade 133, if I can see correctly. Yeah, Metallic Rose 133 retro matte lip color, liquid lip color. So pretty. Okay. Next, I've got a couple more palettes for you over there at, and this was a surprise. I wasn't gonna get it, but I did because I bought it. I think I bought it with points. I can't remember. The Morphe Jeffree Star palette, and the only reason, I mean, I wanted to support Jeffree Star but I already have Jeffree Star Cosmetics Jeffree Star palettes. And I just, you know, those are good. And I didn't need any more Jeffree Star. And this was a Jeffree Star Morphe palette. And I was wondering why he did a collab with Morphe, because I think Morphe is a lesser brand. And, you know, I don't know. Maybe he's got a contract or something. I mean, because I know he had the brush. And I did buy the brushes too, I forgot. But those brushes, I really like them a lot. But the Morphe Jeffree Star palette, I almost did not buy because people were saying, oh, you know, whatever. It's not. It's a Morphe palette. Doesn't have any pigment. It's down, you know, just watering down the brand. But I went ahead and bought it, and I want to say I absolutely love this palette. Now, I think the only thing that's hurting this palette. Hey, Samantha. It's one of my calico. There she. There she. Get out of the way, boo-boo. Come on, Mantha. Come over here, baby. Come on, say hi to everybody. Come on. Come here, baby. Oh, golly. Meow. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. How was your cat nap? No cat nap? She did. All right. Here. Go sit over here for me. Okay. So, I didn't need any more Jeffree Star, but, and I think it was released at the very end of summer, and, you know, we're going into fall, and this really looks more like a spring palette to me. That's a, you know, to me that's a spring palette, and I think it was just bad timing, because everybody's, I mean, not everybody, my feeling is the darker greens and blues and, you know, the more fall colors, the darker, richer colors. This is more bright and light, like spring to me, spring colors. So anyways, I almost didn't buy it, but it was limited edition, and it was only like 30 or 35 bucks. And I had a coupon, and they took the coupon too. And I absolutely love it. It's it very, very pretty looks, and that's again, I thought it had good pigment, and you have to build some of the shades, but I mean, what do you want? That's $1 a shade. I mean, it's I like this palette, but I think it's a spring palette. I think it's just off season. I think if he would have released it in the spring, I mean, I think it sold out or sold well, but I think it would have been a smash if it had been released in the spring, and then it would have been a spring into summer palette. Now I just think it was just the wrong time. But anyways, it's so pretty, and I do like it. It was made in China. I'm not really big on the, I mean, that's how they make them cheap, you know. It's like, I think the new, a lot of stuff's made in China. You got to read your labels, you know. I prefer the made in Italy and the made in USA eyeshadows, but China's not horrible. I mean, I think the new Norvina palettes are made in China. The 1, 2, and 3, those Pro Pigment palettes. And this has got some pigments in it too. And I don't think it's as good a quality as Jeffree Star Cosmetics, but I think it's a great beginner palette. And I think the Morphe palettes, I mean, they're probably geared toward the teen girls, the preteens. And it's a perfect palette for them because you get a lot of colors, and I mean, the pigment's there. It's a good palette, so I'm happy I bought it. I just think it would have done better if it was released as a spring palette instead of a late summer into fall palette. Okay, last thing to talk about. I'm losing my voice. And this is another palette that I almost didn't buy, but I did, and I recommend. So this is the Tarte Unleashed palette. And yeah, this comes with a little mini Big Ego mascara like they do sometimes. But what I liked about this Tarte palette is because it's got big pans, and you know, it's not, Tarte always has like crazy round shapes, or you know, like last Christmas they had the big pineapple. There's the little mascara that comes with it. Tarte Big Ego. I'm not so crazy about this. It was kind of like they were trying to do a Better Than Sex deal there, but I like their Lights Camera Splashes waterproof mascara. That is my favorite waterproof mascara, and I do like the regular mascara as well, but my favorite mascara is the Benefit Roller Lash. but I do like the Tarte Lights Camera Splashes waterproof. Makes a really good mascara. But anyways, this Unleashed palette, I really like it because they're getting more into like square packaging. This is lenticular, so you can kind of see how the leaf changes. That's a lenticular top there. It's got the pink chrome. Now what? Oh, this is just like the Palm Springs. Ha, that's so funny. Palm Springs has got the pink chrome. I was like, where did I just see this? But anyways, you open it up and you have the large pans with, of course, the Tarte. It smells like vanilla. You got your large neutrals and then your pops of blue. But I just liked it really well. It does remind me a lot of the colors that are in the Tartiste Pro palette. That's got the square and the round pans. The colors, I put both palettes next to each other and they do look very similar. So originally I didn't buy this palette, but I did go back and get it. So I do like the Tarte formula. I'm glad they're doing something besides brown all the time, because they were just boring me to tears for years. But I think that was like when Maureen still owned the company before she sold out. But anyways, since Tarte sold, they're doing more colors and stuff. Maureen was, when Tarte first came out, do y'all remember the Tarte True Blood palette? Now that's some old school Tarte. If y'all know what I'm talking about, then you're OG Tarte like me. But the Vampire series True Blood, when it was out, they had a party, and the people who came were given a Tarte palette called True Blood. You can get it off of eBay probably, and it was covered with like black and red leather and eyelet, and there goes Sam again. But anyways, that had really pretty colors in it. It had blue and green, and you know, it looked like Tarte was really gonna be the brand to watch, which they were the brand to watch. But everything after that was brown for years, and I was like, why don't we have things like the Tarte True Blood palette? That was such a great palette, and it had little slide-out drawers that had an eyeliner in it, and it was like a little it was a fat palette with black leather and eyelet on the top of it. Go look on eBay for the Tarte True Blood palette and take a look at it. It had diamond-shaped pans. They were squares. I was like, man, Tarte is a brand to watch. And they were, but it was all boring brown. And then, you know, and it was like that, and they had terrible, the website was wonky, and, you know, actually when Maureen sold out, it's really, I think Tarte has improved, but there's more colors now. Anyways, these are all palettes that I recommend. My name's Jackie. These are my ULTA palettes that I recommend to buy for Christmas or for fall or for summer next year. I also have my Sephora palette haul if you want to watch that. And then I have a video where I'm talking garbage about the Christmas releases so far. So, and what I've actually purchased. I've only purchased a couple things. So I do have 3 videos out right now. Please like, subscribe, leave a message, comment. Happy to have you here. My name's Jackie. I'm 55. I'm into beauty, anti-aging, eyeshadow palettes, makeup of all kinds, cats, obviously. And yeah, have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.